All right. There we go. Okay. We are live. Hello, everyone. So YouTube, you're getting the replay. TikTok, I'm live and I am basically repurposing all of this. So Coach Jay here. Thank you so much for being a part of my world. Thank you so much for being here. I am a business and mindset coach. My job is to help women to create offers, scalable offers that is going to obviously support their womanhood and also get their dream clients ready for the new age of how we do work, which is basically in the age of technology, AI, robotics, and the industrial revolution as we know it. So I'm really excited to talk with you all about that today and talk about how women can actually grow as solopreneurs, coaches, and consultants in this new season of doing business. Okay. I am, as you can see, I'm all over the place. That is intentional. And when I say all over the place, I have been on LinkedIn. I did an event on LinkedIn. I have been able to, now I'm recording for YouTube and I'm live over here on TikTok. So LinkedIn was this morning, TikTok is now, and then I'm filming for YouTube. So YouTube is not live, but this is what I'm saying. The reason why I'm pinpointing all of this is because some of you have a tendency to slow down and you don't want to create digital assets and digital spaces and digital portfolios for you to be able to get to the people that you need to get to. And this is one of the biggest roadblocks for a lot of people right now because we want to stay safe. I talked about this morning on LinkedIn, and I wanted to kind of reiterate on these channels here, is that it is time for us to decide if we want to be legends or we want to be left behind. Do we want to be legends or do we want to be left behind? For us to thrive going into this next season, it is going to cost you. It's going to cost you your old identity. It's going to cost you your old self. I'm not going to be before you long. I'm not even going to be speaking that long. I wanted to share some points about the fourth industrial revolution that a lot of us are not really understanding what's going on. We're so focused on Jada and Will and the war and all this other stuff that we are not understanding that these are times of opportunity that we're leaving and missing because we're so distracted on things that don't even matter to us and don't even, like, it's not going to support us in this new normal that we're in. All right. So let's just go there. The reason why that you need to be passionate about this time is simply because, number one, the fourth industrial revolution, or as they call it, Industry 4.0, it is all about the robotics and merging together, marrying, what is it, the biological and the psychology, as well as the technological aspect of the human. What concerns the human? What concerns the person? So now we understand that because human beings have been emotional, we're slow where it comes down to innovation. We're slow when it comes down to emotional management. We're having issues with trying to understand what it looks like to grow and to prosper. We are ignoring signs and the call to shift upwards. We are allowing systems, right? We're allowing systems to let us know that you still have to perform at this level, but we already know that many of us are called to perform at a higher level than before. So 2020 and 2022, let's just go there, were pivotal times for businesses. Everybody started a coaching company. Everybody started an agency. Everybody started this freelance thing. Everybody started their own agency. So we had a lot of people that were out there doing the work, right? We had a lot of people, we had money flowing, people had stuff going on. But see, this was the piece that folks failed to realize. People started businesses based on what they saw on the end. So, which means that when they saw people making and generating $50,000 months, $100,000 months, $40,000 months, like we saw the end and said, oh my gosh, I want to do that too. Oh my gosh, I want to do that too. I feel called and led to do that. No, you're being called to do that because you see someone's end. You're not seeing the beginning and you're not seeing the process. We're only seeing the end result. Let's go there. So the first industrial revolution was all about the steam machines, right? It was the steam machines. And then number two, the industrial revolution, the second generation of that was all about the assembly line. It was all about the Ford motors, the automobile industry. We were moving into that era, right? Four-wheelers, etc. Then we move into the third industrial revolution, which is kind of where we're coming out of, and we're moving into another one. The third industrial revolution was all about IT, computers, Microsoft, Dell, building computers, as we know it, creating programs and creating systems. Now we're seeing more of the robotics age come to life, which means what? We now see the evolution of vacuums in our own homes and being able to clean up and pick up things on our floors without us having to be involved and push a vacuum. We're seeing now at different restaurants across the country and across the world, robots waiting tables. We're calling on companies for customer service, and we're automatically connected to an automated line, an AI customer service rep that keys in and programs our concerns and connects us to the right department. So right now, we have to make a decision that if we're going to be entrepreneurs in this space right now, then we have to do what it takes to sustain in those spaces. Because gone are the days where we're just looking at 10K months. No, what is a 10K months from? Because in order for me to stay motivated, I can't do the average thing. I can't do the norm. Because see, at that point, between 2020 and 2022, everybody and they poodle had money. Everybody had money at that time. Everybody had coins, okay? So if you weren't flourishing and even at 10X level during that time, you're going to struggle when the money gets tight. It's hard for people to think on a more critical level when the money is running low. Come on, somebody. That's good right there. So as a coach or consultant, I have to decide that if I'm going to be in this work, if I'm really going to own a business as a consultant and have my own agency, and I'm not going to let what is going on in the economy get the best of me, then I'm going to have to decide and figure out, am I willing to become a critical thinker? Am I going to really encourage and empower people to start thinking? Because thinking is also a skill set now. Did you know that? Did you know that thinking is now a skill set? To get people to think is now a skill. Because now a lot of us are just adopting information that we heard and regurgitating information that we heard from somebody else. So now even content looks the same. Somebody emailed me this morning, and she attended a live YouTube that I had last night. And she said, I watched your live. And she said, after you were finished, I had to go back and watch it again. She said, you don't sound like all the other coaches out there. You don't sound the same. You don't sound like the same kind of stuff I've been hearing for the past year and a half. I said, well, I'm a thinker. I read. And not when I just read and I don't take it as fact, I reason with what I read. Which means what? I take what I read and I dissect that. I comprehend, and then I regurgitate what was in my spirit, and then I turn it into another vernacular. I get a deeper understanding and conceptualize it so that when I am unfolding and doing lessons and trainings online, that is coming off, that I want you to critically start thinking. I want you to start having conversations within yourself about yourself so that when you are coaching people, you're coaching them from an aspect of getting them to think. Gone are the days where we are taking people's content and just repurposing them as our own and thinking that that is what it's going to take to get clients these days. I want to be known as someone who makes people think and not freak out when they see sometimes it's time for you to evolve. Evolution is literally the call right now because everybody is stuck in this cookie cutter and running to other people to tell them what to think. No, we have to start developing the willpower to learn how to do that. Because I'm going to tell you this, coaches are now needed more than ever before. But because of the fact that some of these coaches that are out here are only coming from a place of what they feel that they heard somebody else say, because they don't know how to create spaces for themselves and brand themselves, have their own voice, have their own infrastructure, like create offers where they can get online and not feel like they have to what is it called? They have to sugarcoat things. They can come from truth. It doesn't have to come from a specific framework. Teach what you know. Teach where you're trying to get people to go. If people are going to invest in your products or services, you need to get them prepared for what they're going to be embarking upon. Because to work with me, it is going to be a challenge. You're going to question yourself, but you're going to make money. And you're going to make money not from something I'm telling you to do for myself, but I am empowering you to do on your own. The Matriarch CEO coaching program, the waiting list is now up. We just started accepting people into the waiting list, and we're getting ready to start looking at people's responses and answers to make sure that they're going to be a fit for what we have coming on. And we can't invite women into this space unless they are absolutely clear about what they want to do. Now, when I say about clarity, it's all about like, okay, do you want to create this amount per month? Do you want to create at least $35,000 to $50,000 a month? If the answer is less than that, or you don't know, you're not coming. Because we are creating offers for this new age, not based on feminine energy, not based on, alignments. We're doing this based on freedom. We're not creating this old infrastructure. We are going into organizations, companies, and nonprofits and changing lives. We are going into families and empires and restaurants and establishments where they want to be in a sustainability mode. People are scared right now. They have these big businesses, they have employees, they're responsible for teams and other individuals that they're tied to, and they need coaches and consultants that look past Instagram. So the offers have to be in alignment to that. Ain't nobody saying that you got to create all these different automations and funnels and stuff like that. That stuff is for the birds. We ain't even on that. There are people right now that's designated for that. Those are marketing system strategies. We're talking about cold, hard, leadership-driven coaching, creating offers, getting the messaging down pat, and marketing from their standpoint, period. Which means that you have got to show up online as the authority. You've got to show up online and be able to articulate what you have been able to do and what you can do for your clients. The person needs to already be sold before they even get on the phone with you, before they even get on the Zoom with you, before they even apply for your program. They need to already be one leg in. They just may have a couple of questions or two just to seal the deal. And then we need to go on from there. They don't need to have a question about, okay, is she legit or not? You have to show your integrity by your authenticity. Because the integrity is going to be in that. So to seal this up, let me make sure I'm clear before I get off this conversation right here. Number one, we're moving into a new age. I only want to work with coaches and consultants that want to go there. I only want to work with coaches and consultants that desire to move into the next round. Just got off the call. I had a client this morning. She helps women become digital nomads and maintain and sustain in their femininity while they're doing so, which means that they have their own businesses and they are creating the infrastructure and preparing to move off the grid, if you will. They're traveling to other nations and countries. Her client paid her in full today, $5,500. Paid her in full. In an economy that's telling y'all that ain't no money, and there is plenty of people that are ready to invest in what you got going on. But unless you articulate, you got the right offer, women are traveling more. People are leaving the United States more. People are leaving these infrastructures. They're leaving these companies more. People are ready to jump out into uncharted waters again. You're going to have a whole different wave of entrepreneurs that's coming on out here. People are tired. But if you don't get people to a space where they run and find the funds and run and find the investment, you can forget it. So coaching has to look different. This is not just about get your ideal client and this is how you use hashtags. I don't want to coach people from that space no more. We got to get a firm offer. We got to develop amazing curriculum. We got to get people ready for the new dimension. We got to help people that want to be here. They want to be here and they want to thrive. This program, the Matriarch CEO Coaching Program, is 4 months. You do have the opportunity to renew because we have 3 phases. We have 3 phases of this program. Phase 1 is all about getting the offer and the messaging correct. We're all about getting the clients onto your roster. Phase 2 is all about scaling. Now that we have grown and we get a framework together, now we're moving into more of a scalability model, which means one-to-many, because I do believe that women need to be free. Women need to be able to serve, they need to be able to teach, and they need to also have the freedom to research. They need to have the freedom to create amazing content. They need to have the freedom to be able to market on different platforms so they can scale. They need to be able to have time to serve their clients at the highest level capacity that they can, and also invest in themselves. Phase 3 is when we focus on hiring and operations and automating their entire business structure. These things matter. After that, they graduate and get a certification in the Holistic CEO Mastery System. This is the age of the matriarch. This is the age of the woman, and we have to start paying attention to what our industry and our businesses are doing and where we're going. So if you're ready to do that, you're more than welcome to ask questions. You can email me, go to the link in my profile or in the comment section, and get in touch with me so that we can make this happen. If you have questions, I'm an open book. Let me know how I can serve you, and I can send you some insight to our program and how this could best suit you and support you as you move into your business in this next season. Because 2024 is not going to look like the same. All right. I love y'all so much. Thank you for being a part of my world. TikTok, I love you. YouTube, let's go. Let's make it happen. I'm here.